Wow, and when you thought it just wouldn't get any better. Okay, before we get started, I wanted to show you guys something really quick. If you noticed, the wall color has changed. I spent, let me fix this really quick. I started doing the transformation of my room. I still got to build the bookshelf bed, and I still got a box in this window right here to where, I can get rid of these curtains and all this extremity right here. So that way, once I got those two done, and believe me, once I get those two done, after that, what I can do is I can measure out the kind of desk I want to get, because this little thing behind me is going to go. This chair is going to go. This desktop right here is going to go. It's going to go. I mean, garbage go. So, I'm making my breakfast. I had to skip my workout this morning because I had too many Charlie horses and it wasn't pretty. So, this is what I did yesterday. I painted yesterday. I put it all back together yesterday. And, I did what I had to do. Paint only cost me like $40. So $40 ain't that expensive when you're gonna paint, especially when you only had to roll it on one time, and it seemed to have rolled out pretty good. Put my drink mix together. I do it this way. Look, I do it this way because this is the only shaker cup I need right here. I rinse it out. I use a funnel. I know it's kind of cheesy, but, is what it is. How long would a shaker cup last to this? This is a heavy plastic. So all I do is I shake and mix. Yeah. But that's not why you guys are here today. I just wanted to show you the walls and stuff. I'm kind of editing this video because it's too long for me. So, and I know it's going to be too long for you. So, but today is Graphics Card Nightmares right here. You know with who and what's going to be happening. So let's just jump right in it and see what we got cooking. Okay, now we're on the action screen. Let's go to Amazon. Go Amazon. Alrighty. Go to Amazon. And make sure you go up here, go down to where it says computers, change it to computers, and then graphics cards for gaming PCs. Okay. Now, this is going to be the deal. When it comes to buying graphics cards and everything else, when I present and show you on Graphics Card Nightmares all the graphics cards, for recommendations or, my opinion, I just give my opinion. Okay, I could recommend the 4070 or I could recommend the 7800 XT, is because I've tested these and I know what these do. Okay, but the others that I see on the market, I can give you my opinion. Okay, but the facts are that I tested these and I can tell you they're good. But whatever's on the market that I have not tested, I'm going to clearly state this. I can give my opinion if I would buy it or not. Just letting you know that, and let's get back to it. Oh my God, and I know what I forgot to do too. I'm going to be shot too. Let's see. Let's go to mouse. Let's go to mouse settings. I know y'all can't see it. I'm just talking it out loud like I normally do because I know you all want to see one thing: the big booty cursor. There it is, the big booty cursor. Back again. Damn! Now, everybody's talking about the 3060, 12 gigabytes. It's not a bad card. Okay, it's not a bad card. It does work good with some processors, so depends on the processor you pick. That's going to be up to you. Now, these days, when it comes to pricing, you're paying for the name. If you don't realize it, now you do. But everybody's saying, whoa, don't buy anything just yet. The 50 series, the new 50 series is going to be coming out from NVIDIA soon. But as we're going along talking about this, the FTC just getting ready to put a clamp on the RTX 4090D. Yeah. The one that was supposed to be just for China only, they're getting ready to put a clamp on. That means that NVIDIA is not going to be able to sell the 4090D to China. And believe it or not, in order for us to get low pricing means that China would have to buy more in demand to bring our prices down. But if China's not buying that product, then our prices go up to meet the demand of the product. So if that makes sense to you, it better, because without them buying, then basically our prices go up because the NVIDIA has to meet the cost for, their investors. So they got to do what they got to do. So our price goes up. That means GPU prices go up across the board. I mean, it's like that with AMD too. If they stop selling a certain product over there, it does put a little hurt on the overall amount of products that are on the market. Then everybody sits there and they search for cheaper. And guess what? When they buy cheap, you get cheap. When you buy expensive, you get expensive. You want a better grade, you got to pay the price. That's what they're thinking. So instead of them doing the opposite and saying, okay, well, we got this new GPU. We're going to sell it to you as low as we can. And because we want to sell a lot of them, so they mark it down to a smaller price. If it was me, the 4090, the actual 4090, RTX 4090, would never have exceeded $700. Said and put. And then I would have worked everything down the band. When, going from at least $150 to $700, instead of going from $300 up to $2,000. I can understand they want to make a profit, but times are tight. So, you got to do what you got to do to make a sale. So that's what you got to look at. But if you're going to sell crappy products down on the low end, then, crappy prices are expected. So let's move on. 4060 Ti, 16 gigabytes, 489. At least they lowered it $10. A whole $10. Oh my God. Breaks my freaking heart. $10 couldn't even buy me a gallon and a half of gas. A $10 bill could not even buy me a gallon and a half of gas. Truth hurts. 3060. Yeah. That's the reason why they're pushing the 3060s on here so much, is because they know people are going to buy them. Because now on Steam, it looks like 3060s are, going up there for the number one people using is the 3060, 12 gigabytes. So 6600, still the same price. 1650, the GTX 1650. Look, NVIDIA's already said that they discontinued the GTX series. Think about moving up to the RTX series. That's going to be the next bout. But once the drivers are gone and new games come out, and then you'll get upset because guess what? You can't use the GTX series for certain newer games because they won't accept them anymore. Which I'm going to have to retract that statement for a simple fact that I hear that some are able to use DLSS 3 with the GTX series. So I don't know how it's going to play out with what NVIDIA wants to do with that. But I'm not trying to chop the video. I'm just adding myself in, just to let you know. I recorded this yesterday, but today I'm going back through it again because I wanted to see what mistakes I was making when it comes to the videos and everything else. So just bear with me. It's a work in progress. So let's get back to it. Because everything's now going to go RTX. It's coming. It is coming. The skimming and the scalpers are coming. I'm not trying to sell you on products here, guys. I am not. Okay? That's not my job. My job is not to sell you on the product. My job is to give you my experience as I go day by day when it comes to PC technology. And what I mean by day is basically when I get the product from, ordering it from Amazon, or, in the future when I get sponsorship and they start sending me products, basically I'm giving you my journey of experience of what that product's about and letting you know if it's good or bad. So just stick with me. We got more to come. Because I'm building up slowly, because I got to build up slowly because I can't buy the products right off hand, is because that takes money. And right now, times are tight with everybody, including myself. So I'm going to tell you, don't expect me to have new products when they come out, is because these companies don't sponsor this channel. Sponsorship will come in time, so I have to be patient about it. But when it comes to the product, I try to get, whatever product I can get my hands on at the time. So that's the whole purpose. And if I can't get my hands on the product, then I'll, go for the leaks. I'll give you guys the leaks and stuff that, is out there in information. So between the news and me trying to get my hands on product to do builds, it just works hand in hand. So as we move along, I already have this right here, similar to this. I have this in a Dell, my Dell computer. I keep that just as, business kind of dealy because these 730s, these are these China ones that they sell to these companies for half price, and then they try to get double than what they're worth. They buy them for like $40 to $50. These right here, they buy them for 40 or $50, and then they sell them over here for 80 to $100. I just think with those GT 730s that they're scamming the public. I can tell you, I got one myself, and it doesn't seem right. So, moving on, guys. 7600 XT. Look, I'm not knocking the 7600 XT. If you want to play rasterization, you don't care about ray tracing, then there you go. If you want something for like, these lower, kind of games that you can play on Steam, then, something you don't really want to play the AAA games. You just want to play some of the, older games and stuff like that are on Steam, then, that's fine right there. The 7600 XT is not a bad card if you want a low budget card. It'd be something to consider if you just want to do light gaming and stuff like that. But that all depends on you. That's a new one. Haven't seen this one before. And believe it or not, the GT 730, I didn't mean GTX, I meant GT. GT 730, if it says 4 gigabytes, it truthfully, you have a 1 gigabyte and a 2 gigabyte version. What China does is they change the programming in it, and then they make it more than what it's supposed to be. And this says compatible with Windows 11. It might be. It might be. So, let's see. Okay, now let's go over to Newegg and see what they have. 4080 Super. MSRP. 6600. $20, $40 cheaper. 4070. Same price I paid for it. 4060, 8 gigabytes, $300. It's not too shabby. But on Amazon, you can get the 3060, 12 gigabytes for $289 or $279, somewhere in there. So, not much of a deal. 4070, $539. Not too bad of a deal with, yep. But that's Gigabyte. I have my reservations. Sorry, Gigabyte. I'm still kind of upset with you. There was a build that I helped a subscriber with that had Gigabyte's name on it. So the product didn't work out as well as we both thought. So it kind of put him in a bind, but it kind of, made me upset as well. So back to it. That and Intel with, what they pulled the last time on you guys' products. Not saying the seller, I'm saying the products. So, no. 4070, let's see, 6800. Let's see, 7900 XTX. This is interesting to see right here. So, shipped from the United States. $30 off promo coupon, limited offer. So that means it's $330 or $930. So with that coupon, you should be able to get it, what, $889.99 or something like in there. A little under $900. Not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. $10 off of the 7800 XT. So if this is $489, $490, then this should be $480. That's an ASRock Challenger RX 7800 XT, 16 gigabytes. Not too shabby. 7900 XT for $700. No promos. No. Yeah, you guys know what I mean. And I did not use the H word, sorry. $599, $600, 7900 GRE. Still, I get a 4070 Super over the 7900 GRE any day. So, that's my opinion, and I'm taking it with me to my grave. Is there anything else that, that's worth anybody wanting to buy right now? I know I've been all over the place and everything else. Let's go ahead and go to e-waste. I mean, eBay, e-waste, eBay. Go to eBay, e-waste. I mean, eBay. Okay. I almost got confused and typed in e-waste. I had to cut in right here. Out of this segment, I'm just going to take eBay out because I've been noticing that the prices with some of the stuff that they've been, selling on there, used prices, used hardware for new prices. I mean, I can't justify what they're trying to sell on there. So from now on, I'm taking eBay out of Graphics Card Nightmares. So back to it. And now here's Micro Center. Now let's go ahead and type in graphics cards. Yes, I do it myself. I don't use their little whatever finder, whatever. I do it myself because I get right to the point. Okay, 7 items that are able to ship. They got 2 things availability here. They got the ones that you only can buy in Micro Center, and they got the ones that they will ship to you. So let's see. They got the 4060 Aero overclock triple fan right here. $329. 7600 XT, $329. 4070 Super Pro Art overclock triple fan, $689, $690. PNY 4070 Super XL R8, $650. GTX 1650, whatever. And 4070 Ti XL R8, $780. That's the 4070 Ti, $780. Last but not least, the 7700 XT, $460. That they will ship to you. Now, let's go and click down here and switch it over to what you only can buy in the store. Let's see, 4090. You're not going to find it any cheaper than $2,000. 4070 Ti Super, not going to find it any cheaper than $850. We already went through some of the pricing. So, 4080 Super, the white edition, $1,050. We would appreciate your feedback. Well, you know what? Watch my video. There's your feedback right there. Watch my videos. Boom. Watch my videos and you'll get my feedback. Let's see, 4080 Super, not really. See, anything that's above $600 is not worth buying when it comes to graphics cards. And I'm sorry to tell you the truth about that, but anything above $600 is not worth buying at all. Anything that's below or above $200 or below $200 ain't worth buying. I don't care what it is. it's not worth buying. Anything under 200 bucks. Really, now the way prices are, anything under 300 bucks ain't worth buying. Could be between $200 and $300, which would be a couple GPUs, but that's pretty much it. But anything else, not worth buying. Not worth buying at all. And I know y'all are gonna say, well, yeah, okay. Well, we can keep going there, but I'm gonna keep telling you the same thing over and over and over again when it comes to buying GPUs. If you can find a 7800 XT below $500, which I paid $520 for mine, and it's the Hellhound. It just, these two right here, the only ones that really impressed me when it comes to GPUs, but anything else just doesn't really impress me because I know for a fact when it comes to the display settings on the games, I know how to set them to make the game run smooth as butter. And I don't lose, and I'm going to state this, I don't lose any of the coloring or anything else, and it looks just as good. And yes, I run 1080p. So what? I prefer 1080p, and so do some pro gamers. They run 1080p as well. But I got a 60 hertz monitors. Now I'm thinking about going up to, what was it, 250 hertz. I think it might be a little higher, like 360. I'm not sure yet, but I'm still looking into that. I hear somebody saying 360 long little while back. 250 hertz, what's that really going to change at 1080p? What, the pixelization's a little bit better? That's about it. Think about when you're playing on a PS5 or an Xbox, you're playing on a regular TV. Think about that. And what you're going to do there is play on the same, you're either going to play 4K and the game's going to run like crap, or you're going to be stuck down there at 1080p getting the best FPS you can playing on Xbox and PS5. Truth to be wildered to the public. Anyway, let's keep going on, and I'll give you my final thought. Okay, my final thought is this. When I went through and seen all the pricing and everything else, I just seen maybe one or two things, like your 7900 XTX went down a couple bucks in price, but pretty much the prices are sitting still again. And everybody's waiting to find out what's going to happen with the RTX 50 series, when it's going to come out and everything else. And if the AMD is going to have something to combat that pricing that's going to be coming out from NVIDIA with those new cards. So time will tell. You all have to wait. That's just the way the game rolls. But if I hear any leaks or anything else, I'll make sure I put it out there for y'all to see. But if you made it to the end of this video, subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. It would appreciate it. That way you'll know when I post my next video. Until the next time, we will see you on the next one.